Hi, this video is to guide you through what you need to do to make sure that your propaganda project is submitted correctly so that I can grade it. The due date is Sunday by midnight. At that point, you need to have all of the components of your propaganda project in one folder in your Google Drive. Okay? That folder is going to be called Propaganda Project. That folder needs to be within your writing portfolio folder, okay, with your name on it. Everyone should already have this folder. This folder, this writing portfolio folder, should already exist, okay? That folder is already shared with me. When you go inside of your writing portfolio folder, you can create another folder inside that folder. That folder will be shared with me automatically. Anything you put into that folder will also be shared with me automatically. I will be able to see it. So, with your writing portfolio open in front of you, like I have here, you will click New, and then you will create a new folder, name it Propaganda Project. From there, if you already have your propaganda stuff in your writing portfolio, you can simply click it, drag it into that folder, and it will be in there. Okay? If you don't, get those things into the folder, right? Go into your propaganda project folder and click new and then do a file upload. Okay? Look for the file on your computer, on your Chromebook. You need to locate whatever file it is that needs to be in there and then click on it and put it in the folder. If you have a podcast audio, get that audio file onto your Google Drive. Make sure that it is, well, hang on. This pisses me off so bad. I do not have all day to do. Good afternoon. This video is to show you how to ensure that your propaganda project is properly submitted so that I can see it and I can grade it. The new due date is Sunday by midnight. At that point, I need to be able to see everything for your propaganda project in one folder. So that folder needs to be in your writing portfolio folder. Yes, you will go into your writing portfolio folder. Like I have here, I have my writing portfolio open. You can see that's where I'm at right now. I'm in my writing portfolio. That's my folder. And then while I'm in that folder, I'm going to click new and I'm going to create a new folder. And I'm going to name it Propaganda Project. Actually, I've already done that, right? When I go into my Propaganda Project folder, see, it goes my drive, my writing portfolio, and now my propaganda project folder. That's where I'm at right now. I'm in my propaganda project folder. Okay. When you have made your propaganda project folder inside of your writing portfolio, it will automatically be shared with me. And anything you put in your propaganda project folder will also be shared with me. And therefore, I can see it. So anything that you've created for your project needs to go in here. If you've done a podcast episode and you have an audio file, grab that audio file and put it in this folder. You will do that by clicking new and you'll do a file upload. When you click on file upload, there should be a pop-up. You will have to find where you put the audio file on your Chromebook and then select it, and that will put it in this folder where I can see it. If you have a podcast, you need to have a logo for your podcast. So whatever image that you've created for your podcast logo also needs to go in this folder. In the same way, you need to either drag it from wherever it currently is and drop it into this folder, or you can click new, file upload, and grab it from wherever it currently is and put it in here. Okay? Same thing. If you've created a physical poster, if you've got a physical poster, you're going to take a clear high quality photo as you can with your phone. Make sure it's in good lighting is what I'm saying. Make sure there's good lighting. I can see all the details of your poster so that I can analyze it and grade it, assess it appropriately. I need to see all the details of your poster if you've made it a physical poster. Okay. And then when you take that picture, you're going to send it to yourself through email. That's probably the best way to do that. Email that picture to yourself, then download it from your Chromebook. And the same process applies. You're going to click New, File Upload, and find that picture that you took and put it in this folder. Hang on 1 second. Let me think what else. Canva. That's right. If you've made something in Canva, let me open up Canva real quick. Okay, let's say this is my propaganda poster that I made for my assignment. I'm going to click Share. I'm going to click Download. And then I want to download it as a PDF. So I click the drop down, click on PDF, and I'm going to make sure I have the right page that I want downloaded. I'm going to click Done, and then I'm going to click Download. Now that PDF is going to be in my Downloads folder. I will come over to my Google Drive, and for me, it's as simple as clicking this download button over here. Hang on. And then dragging it over, and then it'll pop up in there. Bam. And then I'll need to rename it, right? I'll rename it to my name, propaganda poster. Now, when Miss S goes to grade my work, she knows that this is my poster. You also need to have an analysis. That needs to be a separate document. It needs to be a Google Doc that looks like this. I want you to, at the very least, have your name, left-hand side, right? MLA formatting. So Sherry Schlibick, honors lit comp, and then the due date, which is going to now be March the 8th, 2026. Okay. Notice that only the title is center aligned. Everything else is left aligned. This is all left aligned. It is all double spaced, and every paragraph is indented. Not indented, I hit tab, indented. Every paragraph needs to be indented. This is easy for me to read and easy for me to grade. This is what your analysis should look like. Okay? It needs to be a Google Doc, and it needs to be formatted in this way. It also needs to be in your propaganda project folder, and the propaganda project folder needs to be shared with me. Now it is time to submit it on Canvas. Yes, you do also need to submit it on Canvas so that I know that you did what you were supposed to do, and I have an easy way to get to your folder. Let me show you how to do that. So you're going to start the assignment. You're going to verify I completed all parts of the propaganda assignment. Here is a link to my propaganda folder. And then I'm going to link my folder to Miss S. So I do that by going back to my folder, right? If you want to go back and look at the folder this way, you can. You're going to click those three dots. You're going to click share, and then you're going to click share again. Now, while you've got that pulled up, you can verify. I've shared it with Miss S. She's going to be able to see it. I'm also going to copy that link. Okay? And then I'm going to paste that link into the text box. And I'm going to submit my assignment. Yay! I did it. And you can do it too. If you run into any issues, if you're not sure, if I've left something out, please feel free to message me on Canvas. You guys know I'm going to do my best to get back to you as quick as I can. And I'm always here to help in some way. I can't do the work for you, but I can help you out at least a little bit. Okay? Good luck.